Welcome to this online Vinyasa flow class. My name is Natalie and I will lead you through this 45-minute class. All my poses are suggestions. You can always alternate them to something you need. This class is best suited for beginners and intermediate students. It focuses on the full body, so we'll have a variety of poses and that hopefully make you feel good. Let's start. Come sit on your mat. You can also sit on a yoga block if you have one, or a cushion. Then it's easier to sit with your legs like this. Then relax your shoulders, your legs. Sit up tall, lengthen your spine. And then close your eyes. Start to focus on your breath. Breathe in and out through the nose. And make your breath a bit longer and deeper. Try and make your in and exhalations of equal length. And start every inhalation from your belly, blowing up your belly like a balloon. And then traveling up, expanding the rib cage. And when you exhale, again start from the belly. The navel draws back in first, and then your ribs come back to center. And then start to practice Ujjayi breath if you're familiar with it, by tightening the back of your throat just a little bit, creating a hissing sound which calms your mind. And this type of breath will help you warm up your body faster. If you're not familiar with it, focus on breathing in and out through the nose during the whole class. Then start to lift your pelvic floor muscles and pull in your lower abdominals. It's a gentle squeeze of these muscles for about 30 out of 100%. And in yoga philosophy, these are areas in the body where energy moves. And it can help you keep the energy in your body. And also it will help you protect your lower back in some of the poses. Now set an intention for yourself, something you would like to focus on today in this Vinyasa class. And then slowly take your block away. Gently open the eyes. And on your inhalation, bring your arms up, connecting your movement to your breath. Only when you start to exhale, bring your arms down. And only when you start to inhale, they come up. So follow your breath. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Then only the right arm will be your mirror image. Inhale up. And then exhale, extend to the side. Keep your both sitting bones on the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach to the side. And again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Then slowly come on all fours, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, fingers widely spread and move away from the floor, active arms. Inhale, open the chest forward, lift your tailbone. Exhale, push your back into the ceiling, gaze towards the navel. Inhale and exhale. Keep moving during your inner exhalation. One more time. And place your right foot in front. Keep your right hand on the floor, the inside of the foot. And open your arms and your chest to the side. And then make circles with your left arm. Inhale, top part of the circle. Exhale, bottom part. And notice how your upper body rotates with this movement. Opening your chest and shoulder on the inhalation in the top part. And exhale, chest to floor. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Now let's do it to the other side. Left hand under your left shoulder, long line of your both arms, and start to make big circles. Follow your own breath. I might be a bit slower or faster than you do it. That's fine. Follow your own breath. Nice and long, deep breath. Big movements. And then bring the right foot behind you and your right arm up. A gentle warming up for the abdominals. 1, 2, and 3. Now we do it on the other side. Left foot comes forward, left hand stays on the inside of the foot, knee and shoulder together. Long arm, you can also do it on your fingertips. And you can choose the direction of the circle yourself. Follow your fingertips with your gaze. And follow your breath with your movement. One more circle here. And then we go to the other side. Right hand under your shoulder. Left arm up in the sky. And make big circles. Gently opening up the upper body. Last circle here. Now place your left foot behind you. So your foot, knee and hand are in the same line-ish. Doesn't have to be perfect, but almost the same line. Stay here for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Bring your left arm down. We're going to prepare for downward dog. So tuck your toes under, bring your hips to heels. Spread your fingers wide, middle fingers pointing forward. And then push into the floor as you lift your hips. You can keep your knees bent. Most important is that you stretch out your arms and your spine, sitting bones up in the sky. Your hands are shoulder width apart. And you press down from the base of your index finger and thumb. Your shoulders are away from your ears. And then let's bend and straighten the legs. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale. Exhale. Keep lengthening your arms and spine while you do it. Only moving the legs really. One more time. Then drop your heels to the left. So you feel the stretch on the right side of your body. And drop your heels to the right. Feel the stretch on the left side of your body. Now we're really going to wake up our abdominals while we'll also stretch our whole body. So on your inhalation, you're going to bring your right leg up. Doesn't have to be high, just bring it up as far as you can. Then you bring your knee to chest and your weight transfers more towards the hands. You move the knee to the left and to the right. We do that 3 times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, use your strength here. That's it. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then step your right foot in front. And let's come up in a high lunge. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, bend your right knee. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Then let's step back into downward dog for the other side. So hands shoulder width distance again, and then inhale, straighten your left leg, lift it, and then exhale, weight on your hands, move your knee from one armpit to the other. So inhale, lengthening, exhale, use your strength, and then place the left foot in front. If it doesn't go there in one go, you can help it with your arm. Come up in your high lunge. And then inhale, straighten legs. Exhale, bend your left knee. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. And then step your feet in front of the mat. And then we're going to start with sun salutations to continue our warm up. Feet together, big toes touching. Inhale, bring your arms up, lengthen through your fingertips. Exhale, fold forward from your waist. If you want, you can bend your knees here. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward, straighten the legs. And exhale, hands on the floor, step your feet back. And the easiest way is coming down on your belly for cobra. Inhale, lift your chest, roll your shoulders to your heels. And exhale, tighten your core and push through the hands into downward facing dog for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump or step your feet forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, press the feet down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, pressing the feet down. Lifting through your fingertips. And exhale, arms by your side. We do that again. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Step forward, jump. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. This is the upward dog, pressing down away from the floor. And exhale, coming up from your core muscles and pressing through your hands. 1, bring your chest closer to your big toes. 2, make sure you stretch out your arms and spine, sitting bones up in the sky. 3, 4, and 5. Look towards your hands, jump or step forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring your arms down. We do a standing balancing pose now. I'll be your mirror image. Bring your right knee in the air and then bring it outside. It might be that you're here with your toes on the floor. Maybe you can bring your foot a bit higher. If it's above the knee, the foot and the leg press into each other equally. If it's at the knee, you don't touch. You don't press into it or below the knee. So choose where you are. This is fine as well. 3 more breaths. 1, relax your shoulders. Lengthen through your crown. 2. And 3. Bring the knee forward and place the foot down. Other side, left knee in the air and open your hips, knee to the side. Stand up tall. If you like, you can even stretch out your arms, open them, or have your hands closed to each other. 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. Bring the knee forward, feet together, and step back in front of your mat towards the short side. Vinyasa, half a sun salutation. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, jump or step back. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog for 3 breaths. 1. 2. And 3. Now bring your right leg up and step it in front and come up with your arms. We're going to start with straight legs like this. And then you exhale, you bend your right knee and you rotate your upper body to the right. We do that 3 times. Here we go. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the knee and rotate. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And now open up to your normal warrior B side. Make sure your heels are in one line. Your rear foot is parallel with the short side of the mat. And the right knee is above your ankle. Now bring your elbow on the knee. Straighten your left side. Make it long. Then come back up. And then from here, rotate your chest forward and lift. And then exhale back to warrior B. 3 times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now from here, we're going to go into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. I would advise to keep your left arm flat by your side. I kind of hop into the pose. From here, you would like to either reach the floor with your hand, or if you have a block, you can place your hand on it. The hand is in the line with your pinky toe. So a little bit on the side of the foot, not in front of the big toe. Now, you lift your leg, you flex your left foot, you stack your shoulders and hips on top of each other if you can. You face the side. Maybe you can even bring your other arm up and gaze towards your hand. You can also look to the floor. It's quite a tricky pose. 1 more breath. And then gently step back and come to downward dog for the other side. 1 deep breath here. And then lift your left leg, step in front, and slowly come up. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, bend the left knee and rotate the upper body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, straighten the legs and open to your normal warrior B side. I'll show you from this side so we see each other. Your heels are in one line, outside of your right foot, in front with the short side of the mat, in parallel with it. Elbow on knee, arm by your side. Stretch out the side of your body. From there, we're going to come back up. Rotate your chest forward and lift it up, and slides on the back of the knee. And back into warrior B 3 times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, upper body straight. Inhale, chest forward and up. And exhale, back. Focus on your breath and keep your legs strong and your upper body fluid. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now you could, if you like, leave your right arm by your side and kind of hop into your Ardha Chandrasana. You can bend your standing leg so you can reach the floor, or you have your hand or fingertips on a book or a block. If you can, you can straighten your arms, you can look to the side or up towards your hand. Keep flexing your right foot. Relax your face. One more breath here. And then step your right foot back. Big wide step back into your warrior B. And gently come into your downward dog. Now we are going to repeat what we did in the warming up with our right leg. We bring it up and into your armpit, other armpit, and back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Other leg. Left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And stretch out in your downward dog. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. 1. 2. And 3. Now step your right foot forward. I'll be your mirror image. So it's my left foot, but for you it should be your right foot. And then your heel should be in one line. And your feet about a meter distance. This is called triangle pose. It's important that your upper body is not forward like this, but it's above your left leg. You want to make a long line of your arms. Your shoulders are stacked on top of each other, the hips as well. So don't rotate your hip forward. Lift that left hip up to the sky. Lengthen your spine. And you can either look down or up. Make sure there's no tension in your neck. 2 more breaths. 1. And 2. Now bend that right knee and gently come up. And we move to the other side. Right toes in, left toes out. Move your right hip to the right. Lengthen through your fingers and come to the other side. So the upper body is not here, but above your left leg. 3 more breaths. If you can, by the way, you can place your hand on the outside of the foot on the floor. I'll show it like this. This is also fine when your hand is higher. 1, 2, and 3. Look down, bend your knee, and slowly come up. Now, bring all your toes forward. Your feet are parallel, or they can even be a little bit more inside your toes. Now let's roll our shoulders twice to open up the shoulders. And then if you can, interlace your fingers behind your back. If you can't, you can grab your elbows. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, slowly bow forward. Breathe into your shoulder girdle. Don't push your arms away from your back, but let it happen by breathing into it. Make sure your weight is not only on the heels, but also on the balls of your feet. Lengthen your spine and focus on your breath. 3 more deep breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Lift your pelvic floor, press your feet down, slowly come up. And when you're up, make 2 nice shoulder rolls. 1 more. And step your feet together in front of your mat. Vinyasa. Inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale, slowly bow forward. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, jump or step your feet back and slowly come to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest, shoulders to the heels. And exhale, downward dog for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Then bring the knees to the floor. And we're gonna come into puppy pose. You're gonna stretch out your arms forward, bringing your forehead to the floor, or if you can bring your chest even closer to the floor, you're gonna have to lift your head or roll it to the side to make room. Keep your hips above your knees and surrender into the pose, really stretching out forward through your fingertips. Tighten your pelvic floor muscles so you're not hanging in your lower back, but you're bringing the stretch in the upper back. 1 more deep breath. Then lift the chest, come through all 4s, and then place your left hand underneath and slide it to the side with your hand palm facing up, letting your head rest on the floor. And feel the stretch in a diagonal line from your left shoulder over your back. You can wiggle a little bit in the pose, like finding the sweet spot, and then breathe into it for 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Slowly come up and change to the other side. Right hand underneath, hand palm facing up. Rest on your shoulder and your head. And see if you want to move the hips all the way to the side or keep them in line with the knees. If you want to roll more on the back of your head. Find a way for a nice stretch in the back of your body. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Slowly come through all 4s and then sit down with your legs in front of you for Paschimottanasana. Make sure you're sitting on your sitting bones on the floor. Your feet are flexed. If you're kind of sitting like this, you might want to place your hands behind you and push yourself up straight if you can. If you can't do it yet, you could potentially bend the knees a little bit so you can sit up straight. But ideally, you want to keep your legs straight for a nice stretch in the back of your legs, which you might feel when you bend them. If you're sitting up straight, and you can lengthen your spine like this with your hands in front, then you can slowly move forward. So make sure you're not like this with an arched spine. That's really bad for your lower back. So lengthen through your crown, tilt your pelvis, and then find where you are. Keep flexing your feet, so no pointing, but flexing. No toes collapsing inside, pinky toes towards you. And now let's focus on our breath. Make it a bit longer and deeper. I'm going to count our breath. If you already want to in or exhale when I'm not there yet, that's fine. But try to follow the count as much as possible. First, empty your lungs. And then we'll start. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. And then slowly come sit up out of the pose. And come back to a more natural in and exhalation. We're going to grab our right foot. When you have it, make sure, again, you're not with an arched back, but you're lengthening through the crown of your head. So maybe you have to hold onto your calf instead of your foot. Now try to straighten the leg as much as possible. So again, if it's here, that's fine. Maybe you can straighten it over time. There's no rush. Gaze is towards your big toe. And we stay here for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Now see if you can place that right foot on the outside of the left knee. If you don't get there yet, you can place it on the inside of the leg. Then either wrap your arm around this leg, or if it's possible for you, bring your elbow on the outside of the knee. Then everybody lengthen your spine upwards. Keep your sitting bones on the floor, the hips don't move, but from the navel upwards, you rotate your upper body, looking over your right shoulder. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come out of the pose. We're going to go to the other side. Hold on to the left foot or your calf. Sit up tall. Straighten the leg as far as you can. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, and 3. And at the end of your exhalation, place the left foot on the outside of the right knee. If you can't, bring it on the inside of the leg. Either wrap your right arm around or bring your elbow on the outside of the knee if you can. Sit up tall, hips don't move, only the upper body from the navel up rotates, mostly in the chest area. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. On your inhalation, look forward, and exhale, come out of the pose. Then bring the soles of the feet together and move them away from you so you have a diamond shape in your legs. Then gently bow forward, feeling the stretch in the inside of your thighs and maybe in your back. If you don't get so far forward, that's fine. Maybe you're here more up in the air, letting your head rest. If you can move further, maybe your head can be placed in your feet, on your feet, or maybe on the floor below your heels. You can also rest your head on your hands or use a block. 3 more breaths. It's fine if your spine is round. That's okay in this pose. 1, 2, and 3. Gently sit back up. And then come into the next pose like this. I've got my right leg straight and then my left knee bent. You could also start on the other side, that's fine. But make sure your knee does not have any tension in it. You might want to place it on the block, this leg, or bring your foot a little bit out or forward so your knee is nicely relaxed. Then for me, I'm going to bring my left arm by my ear so I can bend over my right leg. So you want to bend over your straight leg. Either you go all the way to your toes or your arm is on your upper leg and then you rotate your chest here towards the ceiling, elbow up to the sky. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. Slowly sit up. Now your other arm is going to go to the leg. You sit up tall and again you rotate your upper body, not the hips, from the navel upwards. 2 more breaths here. 1. And 2. Turn to the front and switch your legs. Again, if you like, you can place your leg on a block or a cushion, whatever you have at home. Then bring your arm by your ear, lengthen and stretch up to the side any way you can. Rotate your chest to the ceiling for 3 more breaths. 1, 2, make sure you flex the foot off the straight leg. And 3, inhale, come up. And then opposite hand to opposite knee and rotate your upper body. Don't move the hips, only turn from the navel upwards. 1. And 2. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, come into the next pose. If you can't support yourself on your hands yet, you can do the pose like this, opening the chest and shoulders. If you can, then you can come into the table pose. The more advanced one is with straight legs. So choose your option. And we stay here for 3 breaths, lifting your hips up to the sky, opening your chest and shoulders. 1, 2, and 3. Gently bring your hips to the floor and then make yourself nice and round and start rolling back and forth. You want to have a nice round spine to make it comfortable. If it doesn't feel so good, you might want to roll on either side of the spine, down and up, so you don't feel your vertebrae. Some people have protruding vertebrae, then you want to do it on a blanket, or like I said, from one side to the other. Then we're going to lie down and we're going to do shoulder stand. In yoga philosophy, you don't have to do this if you are on your period. So then you could do a hip opener like this. If you can do and want to do the pose, you bring your hips up in the air. In the beginning, your knees will be more closer to your eyebrows like this. After a while, you can straighten the legs up, move your hands closer towards your shoulder blades, and make sure you're flexing your feet. It's really important you look up in this pose and your neck is free from the ground. So don't look to the side, look up towards your big toes and keep your legs firm. So closing them together and supporting yourself with your hands. For 3 more breaths. They don't have to be long and deep now. Let the body take over. 1, 2, and 3. Bring the knees to your eyebrows and gently roll out on your back. Now we all come into the pose with our soles of the feet together, your arms by your side. Then you press your elbows in the floor, you lift your chest and you roll over your head on the back of your head. Resting yourself on your hips and your head so your chest is in the air and your throat is open. This is a counter pose for the shoulder stand. For 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Press the elbows in the floor, chin to chest, and lie down. Then bring your arms to the side, knees up, and then roll the knees to the side. I'm going to roll them to the right side first. And I'm going to breathe into my left shoulder, so it comes a bit closer to the floor, but it does not have to touch the floor. So feel the rotation in your lower back and let all the muscles and tissues on either side of your spine relax. You can make it more intense by bringing the knees more up or crossing left leg over the right. 2 more breaths. 1 and 2. Bring your knees back up and to the other side. Relax and focus on your lower back. 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to move to the last part of the class, the deep relaxation. You can do this in many ways. If you have a little bit pain in the lower back, for example, you can place the feet on the floor and let the knees gently come together. If you want another hip opener, you could do this one with the feet together. And the traditional pose is Shavasana, where your legs are straight like this, your feet are hip distance apart, and then just roll the toes in and outward, and then leave them rolling out. So your hips are relaxed, lying wide on the floor. Then make sure your hand palms are facing up and your arms are away from your body. So your collarbones are nicely spread out. Then only lift the chest just a little bit. Bring the shoulder blades closer together. And lie down again. So your weight is fully on the shoulder blades. And again, your shoulders are wide, the collarbones are nicely spread. Then move your head from one side to the other. Back to center. Bring your chin to chest. And place your head back down. So all the muscles in your neck and shoulders are relaxed as well. As your body is relaxing more and more, let the body take over the breath as well. You don't have to think about it anymore. Feel all the contact points with the floor. Let your body become heavier and heavier. Then relax your face. Start with your jaws and your tongue relaxed in the back of your throat. Relax your lips. Relax your nose and your cheeks. Relax your ears. Relax your eyes and eyelids. Relax all the skin on your face. Now you will be lying down for the rest of this pose. I will be sitting up so I can read you a story, but you can keep lying down. Your body fully relaxed. and practicing mindfulness. You can do this in many ways. You could, for example, be an observer and observe your breath, noticing how it moves in and out of your body. You can visualize it, or you can pick a point on your body, any point you want, and focus all your attention on that one single point. Whenever your mind is wandering, notice it and bring your attention back to your mindfulness practice. I'll let you practice for the next minute, and then my voice will return. Now I will read a short story about mindfulness. You must expect great things of yourself before you can do them, which is a quote of Michael Jordan. The power of intention. But first, desire. We start from a place of stillness, listening for the whisper of our souls. What is it telling us it wants? What does it yearn for? What does it need? Then we mindfully declare our intention to carry out the desires of our souls. We move from saying, I want, to saying, I will. If we are committed to acting in the now, each day, to fulfill our intentions, we begin to expect things of ourselves. Desire, intention, action, expectation. Now think to yourself, I desire, I intend, I act, I expect. Then slowly bring your attention back to the room where you are. Become aware of your body. If you like to lie down a bit longer, please do. You can pause the video. Otherwise, slowly move your fingers and toes. And pretend you're waking up in your bed, stretching out your body. Then gently bring your knees in and roll on one side. Slowly wake up and use one hand to gently push yourself up to a sit, so we can end this class together with a bow. Come sit up, place your hands in front of your heart, close your eyes one more time, and think of the story that said that we need to expect things from ourselves before we can actually do. So listen deep inside yourself, what desires you have, and then they'll slowly can take form of intentions and actions. And slowly bow forward. And come back up. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again next time. Have a great day.